Hello everybody. We are back for another unboxing video, and boy, let me tell you, am I excited for today. Today we have the Champion World Figure Coliseum BROLY. This has been a highly anticipated unboxing on the channel. I know a lot of you who follow my unboxing videos have been asking me, I can't wait, and be like, yo, when is it coming? And here it is. So I'm very excited to open it. We also too are doing something a little bit different. Let me know what you think of it. We have this beautiful playmat right here from the Dragon Ball Super card game. I figured that I would try putting a playmat on the bottom side here just to see how it look, and also too then if I drop the figure like I tend to do, I won't damage it. So let me know what you think of this. This is going to be the case for this video and the next unboxing video that I do. So let me know if you like it. If it's too distracting, I can get rid of it. I do think maybe what I might do as well is I might get rid of all this stuff in the background and then somehow hang this up on the wall and just get like a black bottom one. So let me know if you think that would look good too, because I really want to hear your feedback on it, because I want to make these videos look nice. Now let's get into BROLY. So if you're unaware what the World Figure Coliseum is, basically every year Banpresto, or technically Bandai now, holds a competition where they have a bunch of different sculptors from all around the world sculpt different figures. And basically they all get made into figures, but whichever one wins, they get to make another figure, and also, I mean, clout points, right? So, on the side here, as you can see, we have the winner himself, Hiroyuki Nakazawa, the absolute figure king. If you have been around on my channel for any length of time, you would know that I love his work. He is a fantastic sculptor and one of the best in the game. Now, you're probably noticing this right here. What is that? Oh, now that looks pretty enticing. Yes, that is right. Because he made BROLY, the second figure he decided to make is Chili. So we will be opening that up next week. So definitely stick around for that. And I am very, very excited for that figure as well. But these boxes are always really cool because obviously since the sculptors are from all around the world, they're sort of repping all these different countries on the box, which is very, very nice. And the back of the box looks cool too. Obviously I like all the green theming. Now, I will tell you, I know maybe it seems like, oh, it's just another BROLY figure, you know? It's like, why is it anything that I should be fawning over? Well, I guess I have to open the box to say for sure, but this BROLY figure might be...
Switzerland?
Bro, this might be the best BROLY figure ever made, and I'm not just saying that because it's Nakazawa. I mean, I am just saying that because it's Nakazawa. Who am I kidding? But it might be, and even if it's not the exact best BROLY figure ever made, whole mama, it is going to compete for that spot. I think most people would agree that probably King Cluster BROLY is the best BROLY that we have right now, the really big one that I've reviewed on the channel before. But this BROLY, ooh, alright, I'm already liking this. So one thing that I see that is kind of unfortunate is that he is a little bit smaller than I anticipated, but that is okay. So obviously, this is the figure that won the 2018 competition, and very rightfully so. This was another figure that was put up against the Rosé figure that we have unboxed on the channel a fat minute ago. And personally, I thought that that one should win. And I was just thinking that, I don't know, maybe it's just because we had so many BROLY figures, and like, not that Nakazawa's work isn't fantastic, but I don't know, man. That Rosé, something about it was just so good. But I am happy that if the Rosé didn't win. And granted, he won the fan award, so I'm glad, though, that Nakazawa won because he deserves it, frankly. And I will tell you as well, I'm glad we got a Chili figure because we didn't have a prize figure of Chili up until this point. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at this man. Holy cow. Look at the detail on this. I don't even know if my camera can like capture these close-up details, but look at all of those slash lines in the skin. This really looks like if Broly's body expanded like tenfold with all the stretch marks here. This looks amazing. Look at the detail in the scarring. That is fantastic. That is a great figure right there. I love too that his face is a little bit stretched out because he's screaming. It's so funny. If you look at it like this, it's not that stretched, but then if you look at it like this, it's definitely stretched. The nice spiky full power hair looks great. The mass on the arms looks very good as well. The back muscles also look very, very nice. I have no complaints about this Broly. Honestly, it's very, very nice. I don't even think I could show you an imperfection if I tried, because it looks fantastic. The paint application, the sculpt work, Nakazawa knocking it out of the park as always. We also have Baz ear. I almost called it his cloak. I was trying to think of what the clothing term is technically called, but even all this nice detail here on the purple pants is so cool. And Nakazawa does a great job, excuse me, Broly, of getting the like pelt kind of look, right? Like if you've ever held a piece of animal fur, it has this inner side, right? And then the fur texture on the back. And he does a amazing job of replicating that feel and look. It kind of feels like it too, I'm not gonna lie. But it looks really, really amazing. He did a great job with the tie as well. And even this looks pretty good. I will say, I think Baz ear is probably the weakest part of this figure. And that's not to say it's bad either. I'm just saying compared to the top half and the legs, it is definitely just not the highlight of it. But that's a-okay, because the rest of this figure, oh my gosh. I think he should probably be able to stand. Also, it's so weird that it's like kind of scuffed up on there. But obviously that doesn't really matter. Oh, okay. So we already see something that I really, really like here. I am a big fan of when they do figures like this, where the figure sits inside an upper lip, so then that way it already looks like it's one piece. Because the problem with a lot of, also this angle, before I get into that, is kind of goofy, right? Because we have like that slanted angle. Sometimes it doesn't work the best when you're trying to get it fit, but once you get it, it looks fine. But anyway, no, I like when they do that upper lip thing, because then it looks like a lot more so that the figure is already one piece and not two pieces, which is very, very nice and kind of what you're looking for. There goes Piccolo. It's also kind of hard too, because like with the slant, you don't know if the slant is like, when you have it in, you think it's good and then you tilt it and then it feels wrong. But I think we got it in just fine. He does stand on his own. Granted, not very well, I don't think. Piccolo's gonna fall again, isn't he? I should just change that, because that falls like every single episode. But it's okay. Look at this. From this angle, it's so funny because it looks like he's shouting up to the sky. And we do have a stand for my mans. A beautiful Bam Presto World Figure Coliseum stand. Can I like get light on that? Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's basically just what they like to do with these clear stands, where they etch it in the back and then it gives it that nice look on the front. It does say since 2011 there. I don't know if you can see that, but obviously they just reuse the ones from years past, so then they don't have to make a new one saying like 2018 or something like that, right? Alright, so we have this here. This looks fantastic. Wow, that's so simple but so nice. Let's get a top view. I might just tilt them for you, yeah. It's so funny. Now I'll pick up the camera. This is a fantastic figure. And I really, really wanted to review it, because obviously you guys know how much I love Nakazawa, and especially since he won, right? This figure is amazing. Again, the detail, like my camera can't even really pick it up because it's just so minute. It's amazing, frankly. Nakazawa knocking it out of the park yet again. I have honestly no complaints about this figure. I do want to show you it compared to some other figures though. First of all, we have the Ichiban Kuji Full Power Broly. This is actually the only other smaller scale Full Power Broly figure that I have. The only other one that I have is the King Cluster Broly, and that man towers over this Broly. The funny thing is, like, looking at these two figures side by side, even though this is definitely a little bit more of a dynamic pose, because even though he's like shouting upward, which I do like, it is a little bit more of a generic Dragon Ball power-up pose. I love this figure so much more. The skin tone looks so much more appropriate. All the minute details on it look great. Broly's face looks proper, whereas this one, he kind of looks like first movie Broly, which is obviously not what you're looking for in a Dragon Ball Super Broly figure. This figure doesn't look bad by any means, but you can definitely see that a lot more care went into this one. His skin is also a lot smoother, which is kind of interesting, and obviously, even so here, this one, even though I was saying this is the weakest part of the figure, right, Ba's ear, this one does not look as good as this one by any stretch of the imagination. There's so much more detail on that one than this, like, kind of flat-ish one. And you can even see too, like, it's a little bit difficult to tell, maybe besides like this arm line right here, where the pieces connect, whereas with this Broly, right, there's like clear gapping all over the place. So this Broly knocking my man out of the park, a fantastic Broly figure. Let's also compare him to two more figures. We have the Super Saiyajin Broly. This is another Ichiban Kuji figure that is definitely a little bit more sculpted in terms of detail. This is the one that is infamous for Ba's ear, with the immense detail on it and the kind of like authentic fur look. And it looks amazing if you look at it right there. Again, comparing it to Nakazawa's Broly, I would still say that this one is better, especially since they use this weird like clear coat of paint that kind of gives it this like I don't know, odd clear feeling to it, where this one feels a little bit more matte and it looks more natural like fur. But other than that though, I would still say that Nakazawa Broly 100% takes the cake here. I mean, from the, well, simplicity of the stand, because this guy's stand is a little bit wonky. The pose, again, even though Nakazawa's is a little bit more generic, he's still able to nail some of those more details, where Broly still looks very good here. But like, again, just like the difference between the detail on the skin here, my phone can't even pick it up. My camera's going crazy, bro, with all this hype. The difference on the skin here to the difference on the detail on the skin here is just astronomical. I can't even think, it's so good, right? These guys do pair pretty well. I will say it is a little bit odd that full power Broly is smaller than Super Saiyan Broly, but that's okay. And the last figure I wanted to compare it to is actually another Nakazawa creation. We have the World Figure Coliseum winner from the year before this one, that being the Army Goku figure. Funny enough, both of these guys, excuse the dust by the way, both of these guys are basically the same size, which is kind of funny. Nakazawa doesn't do bigger figures usually, but it is kind of ironic that they have a very similar stand and they're basically the same height with each other. But you can tell, right? Looking at these guys up close, looking at them far away, they look absolutely fantastic, and Nakazawa really nails the details on these guys. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this review. He's amazing. I don't even think I had to tell you that going into this video, right? Definitely go pick this guy up. Link in the description as per usual to some places to pick him up. I did get him for 20 bucks from Tokyo Taku Mode as per usual. By the way, if you are planning on picking this guy up, I would really appreciate it if you click the Amazon link below, because I now have an Amazon affiliate link, which basically just means that when you use that link to buy the figure through Amazon, I get a little bit of a cut, and it is no extra cost to you from the normal price of the figure on Amazon, and I still get a little bit of bread. So I would very much appreciate if you are going to pick up the figure, you buy it from my link. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and review. Nakazawa knocking it out of the park again, baby!